All right, folks. So I'm doing my final check-in for the evening here. I am staying in Albergue La Rinconada in Castro Juarez, and it was a pretty easy trek today. Not too stressful. It was only 20 kilometers. Did see an ancient monastery or an ancient church. I don't know whether the church or monastery, but it was in ruins. And uh, but it was pretty cool. I took some great pictures of that, and yeah, I mostly I was hiking by myself today, after catching up with the guys, and stuff. We ended up stopping at this place on just off the path, and we stopped to have something to eat and have a drink and whatnot. And the guys ended up moving on ahead of me, after this one guy, and I've been seeing him on and off, like on the Camino, like he's kind of in the same sort of, like, we bump into him, like, almost every town kind of thing, but he's quite the character, this guy. He's very, very outgoing, flamboyant, almost a little bit too much in your face. He's a little, yeah, he's kind of a little eccentric character. Anyway, I think I had ordered my pancakes, and he was sitting he decided to come. He just invited himself to our table. And I think the guys were kind of like, oh, yeah, yeah, we don't want to get into too much conversation with this guy. We're going to take off. So he ended up leaving me, which was fine. That was actually perfectly fine. I was waiting for my pancakes. And so I got my pancakes, and then I carried on with my walk. Didn't quite catch up with the guys after that, but that was perfectly fine. I was listening to my YouTube videos and whatnot. So, and having my own my own time, which was great. I was really enjoying it. So yeah. That's about it, really. So not really much else to say about today. Um, I've been hanging out with the guys tonight at the bar. So Jeff was feeling kind of tired, so he was in bed for most of that, and then he came out later. But I was drinking Guinness with the guys, and having a few drinks, and yeah, feeling a little, feeling the alcohol a little bit, and hopefully that doesn't disturb my sleep tonight. And the food here at the albergue, I did pay the extra 14 euros to have the dinner here at the albergue, and there wasn't a lot of us. There's really not a lot of us staying at this albergue, not like the last one. I think there's like 40 of us staying at the last one. This one, it's not as busy. It's not as full. So I accidentally hit the stop button there. So yeah, this albergue is not really quite as full as the last one. So yeah, I did my laundry earlier. That's about it, really. Yeah, so looking forward to tomorrow. It shouldn't be a really super long hike either. I haven't looked at the kilometers, but I don't think it's going to be like majorly long. I think it's a little over 20 kilometers, but I'll find out tomorrow. Yeah. The weather's going to cool for the next few days, which is great. We're on the Meseta. There's no shade. Very little shade. I mean, there's a few trees here and there, and sometimes sometimes there's a little bit of a hill with some trees on it or something, but most of it, 90% of it, is like no shade, no trees. Yeah. So yeah. So anyway, yeah. That's about it, really. So I will let you guys go, and I will talk to you tomorrow. All right. Enjoy the pictures and the videos from today. All right. Bye now. Yeah, it was the Hornillos meeting point, and yeah, I had a pretty good stay there. Had a sort of a decent night's sleep. And there was a lot of people there last night. And that dinner table was quite something. There's I didn't even count how many people there were at the dinner table, but I did get a picture, a selfie, and a picture of all of us. So I will include that in this video. But that was pretty cool. Met a lot of really neat people, and yeah, so looking forward to the day. So I'm just going to switch this around so you can see the sunrise here. There's the sunrise. Hey, how's it going? Yeah. Look at those big, huge windmills. They have a lot of windmills here in Spain, I notice. Lots of windmills. Yeah. Yeah, that's our meeting place right there with the Red M. That's where the guys are supposed to be getting dropped off. They should be here very soon. And then we're going to carry on to the next town. It's going to be about 20 kilometers today. And look at the moon. I mean, around. I mean, it's hard to see. Let's see if I can focus in on this. The moon is massive. There, it's up to 20 times magnification. There you go. Yeah, with this lens that I'm using right now, I can get up to 20 times magnification, like on video. But when I switch down to the 12 megapixel lens, I can get up to 100 times magnification. So I did take a picture of the moon this morning. I might just include that with the 12 megapixel lens, and zoomed right in on it, and so not bad for a cell phone. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. So just waiting for the guys, and then I'll get moving. About a 20-kilometer walk today, so I'll catch up with you guys later. All right. So the guys got dropped off on the road going out of town, so they're a little bit ahead of me, and actually that works out really good, because that gives me a little bit of alone time this morning. I'm really enjoying it. I'm listening to one of my podcasts that I like to listen to, and yeah, it's just kind of just chilling, talking to chilling. It's kind of a chilly morning this morning, but it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I got the full moon in front of me to look at. The sky is blue. There's a few clouds, but the weather could not possibly be any better than it is. It's an absolutely stunningly beautiful day today, and really thoroughly enjoying it. I'm a much faster walker than the guys, so at some point I probably will catch up with them. But yeah, just really enjoying the time alone here. So anyway, I'll catch up with you guys later. I'll just show you a quick view from the front, see what it's like. You can see the moon off to the right there of the trail. And yeah, we're definitely in the Meseta, folks. And this is what it's going to look like for probably the next 7 days or so. So, all right, I will talk to you later. guys. And we stopped to get something to eat, but it took a long time for me to get my pancakes and everything. The other guys didn't want to wait around, so they carried on. And yeah, they figured, well, I'm probably just going to catch up anyway. So and that's good. I get to spend some alone time again. Actually, I'm really enjoying my walking alone time right now. But just entered this little town, and yeah, it's kind of cute. It's very old looking. There's a really cool looking church there. Check that out. I wonder if the church is open. I can get a stamp for my Camino passport. A lot of the churches provide stamps. Hey, how's it going? Let's see if it's open, eh? Ah, it is open. Check out that. Yeah. Let's go in, shall we? Yeah, so I just left the town of Hontanas, and yeah, back on the trail here. I got my stamp in the church, and now I'm heading back out, and yeah, hitting the trail. So I just wanted to mention that, let's see here. Yeah, I just wanted to mention that when we stopped earlier at that place to eat, yeah, we were joined at our table by a guy, a very interesting, colorful character, to say the least. I think he's a little much for a lot of people, so people don't tend to want to talk to him much. But he's very much a very interesting character. Like, he's really like sort of outgoing, like he's in your face kind of thing. He's originally from the States. He lives in Sweden now. Traveled all over the world. I mentioned I was from British Columbia. He knows people in Williams Lake. Yeah, so, you know, but anyway, the other guys left. I guess this guy eventually was wearing on them. And so the other guys left while I was waiting for my pancakes. Yeah, it's perfectly understandable. I get it. Anyway, so I get talking to the guy a little bit, and he tells me one of the reasons why he's on the Camino is that in 2023 he lost his wife to cancer, and he looked after her right up until the end. And it's such a tragic story. Not something you would ever wish on anybody to go through. And he promised his wife that he would do the Camino for her, because that was something that they had wanted to do together, but it didn't happen that way. So he has her backpack, and yeah, he's traveling with her backpack, and he's doing the Camino for her, basically. That's very touching. And as kind of the guy comes across as a little crazy, a little sort of like a little much for some people, but he has a story. He has a background story, a tragic background story. I feel for the guy. And yeah, I just thought I'd mention that. I met another guy last night. He's from Mexico City. And
Anyway, when I was talking to Angela from San Diego while I was eating my pancakes, she's with her son now. Her son's joined her on this. When I was talking to her about this guy, the guy from Mexico City sitting behind us, he overheard me talking about this guy losing his wife and stuff. And it turns out this young guy from Mexico City, he's only in his mid-30s or so. He lost his wife last year to breast cancer at the age of 35. And the Camino was something that they had planned to do together. And so he's here this year to do the Camino for her. In memory of her, he promised her that he would do the Camino when she was on her deathbed. So really touching stories. You know, everybody out here has a story. Not everybody wants to share it, but everybody has a story. Everybody's working through something, including me. You know, my life has completely changed this year. Completely changed. And we're all working on something, you know. The Camino is a great place to reflect on your life and your life choices. And so that's why when the guys go on ahead and things, and I get to walk alone, you know, I kind of like that, because I get to be in my own head for a while and not hang around other people, but just be by myself for a while, you know. And I think that's a good thing to do when you're on the Camino. You do need to spend some time alone sometimes, you know, to reflect. And the Meseta, wow, that's a place to do it, I'll tell you. Certainly is. So yeah, I just thought I'd mention that, talk about that a little bit today, because I know I haven't really been talking too much about that sort of thing. And I know, Shannon, if you're watching, I know you had mentioned it, you know, hey, you know, why are people on the Camino? What are their stories and stuff? And so I thought I'd mention that. And yeah. So back to my walk, and I'll listen to my podcast, Next Level Soul. I like that guy, very spiritual. So I'll talk to you guys later.